The timeless classic that is the English Cup final ended in victory for Liverpool as they inched past Chelsea on penalties. 3 months on from that Wembley showpiece, teams the length and breadth of the country embarked on this season's Cup campaign. 32 non-league sides are now joined by 48 league clubs on a journey that will again enter the Wembley Arch. Time now for the Emirates FA Cup Round 1 draw.
Hello and welcome to Lime Meadow in Worcestershire, the home of Alvechurch Football Club, who made it into the first round of the FA Cup for the first time in 49 years on Saturday. They play in the 7th tier of English football, and they are one of hundreds of teams who have been battling since August to make it this far. To help us make the draw this evening, two men who know a thing or two about football at this level and this competition as well. Starting with Dion Dublin, a member of the Premier League's 100 club, but it was at 4th Division Cambridge United where he first made his mark, helping them reach the quarter-finals in 1990 and 1991. Pre-HD. A prolific top-flight goalscorer was Alan Smith for both Leicester City and Arsenal, and the former England striker's goals helped Arsenal to 5 major trophies, including the FA Cup in 1993 and the European Cup Winners' Cup 12 months later. And you will know, Alan, we were talking earlier about your experiences here at Alvechurch, but what a good draw can do for so many of the clubs at this level.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, financially, obviously, is a big concern, but also for the lads. You know, Tom talking there to go to a big ground, to play against better opponents. You know, you learn and develop yourself. So everyone would be praying for the right kind of draw. And
as a player, you put yourself in the spotlight as well, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Listen, the managers, I think, want the players to get the chance to play in a decent stadium on a really good pitch under the lights, full house of 10, 15,000, and then the smaller clubs will make a few quid as well.
Right, there are 80 balls in this draw, so we need to crack on. And let me just... No, hang on, before you do, let me just show some of the numbers, because lots of people here will be interested in these. Let's focus on some of the big boys first of all. Derby County are 16, Ipswich are 25, Sheffield Wednesday are 40, but then some of the sides who've battled through several qualifying ties to get here. South Shields are 53. Alvechurch, where we are, they are number 59. Colville are 61. Hereford, 63. Bracknell Town are 74. Needham Market in the first round for the first time ever are 77. And Merthyr Town, also in round 1 for the first time ever, are number 79. So Alan will draw the home teams, Dion will draw the away teams, but we have to get those 80 balls out first and into the bowl. And this takes a little while. And we have to be thorough. Take as long as you want on this bit, as we always say. And put that bag there and just pat it. I'm gonna double and triple check. And nothing above the rope. Are we all good? Right. Alan, as I say, you're drawing the home teams, Dion the away teams. Give them a great big swirl before we start. And here we go for the draw for the first round of the FA Cup.
53.
It's South Shields. So Kevin Phillips is South Shields, first out of the hat this evening.
20.
And they get number 20. They get Forest Green Rovers of League One. So South Shields against Forest Green Rovers. League opposition for Kevin's side.
Happy with that. Number 5.
Number 5. Bolton Wanderers have come out at home. They're 7th in League One.
Number 3.
And they get number 3, Barnsley. So Bolton take on Barnsley. That's an all League One tie.
75.
75, Boreham Wood. They're 3rd in the National League. They got to round 5 last season.
67.
And they get number 67. They get Eastleigh, also of the National League. So Boreham Wood against Eastleigh.
55.
You're milking this, aren't you? I tell you. 55. Curzon Ashton in the Northern Premier League in the first round for the first time in 6 years.
Number 9.
And they get a tie at home to Cambridge United of League One. They'll be happy with that with Curzon. Curzon against Cambridge United.
66.
66. Maidenhead United, mid-table in the National League.
70.
And they get number 70, and that's Dagenham and Redbridge, also of the National League. Just 2 places between those sides at the moment.
14.
14, Crawley Town. They're next to bottom in League 2.
Number 1.
And going to Crawley Town are Accrington Stanley. Never fails.
54.
54. Solihull Moors. 6th in the National League. Going well.
24.
And they will welcome bottom of League 2, Hartlepool United. Craig Cope, technical director from Solihull Moors, is with us. And they get Hartlepool United.
50.
50.
Canny this is.
Kidderminster or AFC Fylde. They need a replay to those two.
21.
21. And they get Gillingham, Neil Harris's Gillingham. Give them a swirl, Alan, and we'll keep going.
34.
34. Peterborough United. They got to the 5th round last season, losing to Manchester City.
39.
They get 39, and that is Salford City. So Peterborough will take on Salford City.
44.
Number 44, Sutton United had a great run in this competition back in 2016-17.
80.
And Sutton United take on Farnborough in the first round for the first time. Sutton United against Farnborough.
22.
22, that is Grimsby Town, back in the EFL after being promoted last season.
35.
And going to Grimsby are the highest ranked side in the draw at this stage, the League One leaders, Plymouth Argyle.
29.
29, that's MK Dons. Lost in round 1 last season, did MK Dons.
65.
And MK Dons will take on one of the teams that needs a replay here, Yeovil or Taunton.
68.
68, Ebbsfleet United, unbeaten this season in all competitions.
62.
So good luck to FC Halifax Town, who are going to Ebbsfleet. Ebbsfleet United against FC Halifax Town.
Number 10.
Number 10, that's Carlisle United. They're in the playoff spots at the moment in League 2.
46.
And Carlisle United take on another League 2 side in Tranmere Rovers.
74.
74, Bracknell Town in the first round for the first time in 22 years.
25.
And they'll take on number 25, Ipswich Town. Bracknell Town against Kieran McKenna's Ipswich Town.
71.
Number 71, Hendon or Chippenham Town.
27.
And that's number 27, and that is Lincoln City of League One. So Lincoln going to either Hendon or Chippenham.
40.
Number 40, Sheffield Wednesday. And they lost in round 1 last season, did Sheffield Wednesday?
You're milking it.
30.
And they get League One opposition in Morecambe, who are currently bottom of League One.
63.
63, Hereford. Josh Gowling, their manager, is with us. National League North side, and they are going to take on
37.
37, Portsmouth. Hereford get Portsmouth. Danny Cowley's Portsmouth.
41.
41, Shrewsbury. Took on Liverpool in round 3 last season. Steve Cottrell's side going well this.
52.
Shrewsbury take on York City of the National League. That's a good tie.
60.
60. But if you're the last out, you're going to be shattered by the end of it. Buxton, National League North.
79.
And they take on number 79, and that's Merthyr Town in the competition in round 1 for the first time this season.
11.
That's Charlton Athletic. Reached round 3 last season.
61.
And they get Colville Town of the Southern Premier Central. Colville Town, who beat Notts County at the weekend.
72.
72, Weymouth. First round 1 appearances 2007-8.
Number 2.
And Weymouth take on number 2. That's AFC Wimbledon.
31.
31, that's Newport County.
13.
And Newport County take on number 13, that's Colchester United. So that's an All-League 2 tie.
43.
Number 43, Stockport County. Back in the Football League this season.
45.
And Stockport County play number 45, and that's Swindon Town. Stockport County against Swindon Town.
17.
17, Doncaster Rovers in League 2, but they sacked Gary McSheffrey this week.
51.
And they take on number 51, Kings Lynn Town, who are top of the National League North.
57.
That's Altrincham or Gateshead, who need a replay.
42.
And they will take on Stevenage, who are top of League 2, doing really well under Steve Evans.
19.
19, Fleetwood Town, former Celtic captain Scott Brown is their manager.
73.
And Fleetwood will take on number 73. That's Oxford City, who are mid-table in National League South.
Number 8.
Burton Albion, next to bottom in League 1.
77.
And Burton Albion welcome Needham Market. Burton Albion of League 1 against Needham Market.
Number 6.
Number 6, Mark Hughes' Bradford City.
23.
And they take on number 23, another League 2 side in Harrogate Town.
36.
36, Port Vale, got to the 3rd round last season.
18.
And they take on number 18, Exeter City. So that's an all-League 1 tie. Port Vale against Exeter.
64.
64, Torquay United or Hampton and Richmond.
16.
And they take on a league side in Derby County, going to Torquay or Hampton and Richmond.
Number 7.
That's Bristol Rovers. Got to round 3 last season, mid-table in League 1 at the moment.
38.
They have number 38, Rochdale, who are trying to climb away from the bottom of League 2.
48.
48, that's Wickham, FA Cup semi-finalists in 2000-2001.
47.
And they play number 47, which is Walsall of League 2. Wickham against Walsall.
56.
Blythe Spartans or Wrexham.
49.
And they will take on Oldham Athletic or Chester.
15.
15, Crewe Alexandra of League 2 went out in round 1 last year.
26.
And Crewe will take on Leyton Orient, who are 2nd in League 2.
76.
76, Barnet of the National League.
Barnet.
78.
And they take on number 78, and that is Chelmsford City of the National League South.
It's got to happen now, isn't it? Oh, 69.
69, Woking, a National League side, and they are 8th.
33.
And number 33 is Oxford United, who are in the bottom half of League One. Woking against Oxford United.
58.
Chesterfield got to round 3 last season and they lost at Chelsea.
32.
And they are at home, Chesterfield, to number 32, Northampton Town.
12.
12. Cheltenham Town. Near the bottom of League One, they're 20th. There are 3 balls left.
59.
And they will play Alchurch. League One opposition for Alchurch. They take on Cheltenham Town. There are 2 left. I hope.
Number 4.
Number 4, and that is Barrow of League 2, and they will also get League 2 opposition.
28.
They get number 28, Nigel Clough's Mansfield. We got there in the end. Dion, Alan, thank you very much. The ties for the first round of the FA Cup will be played between the 4th and the 7th of November.
Well, let's just recap some of those ties then. Terrific draw for the Emirates FA Cup first round, and what a draw for South Shields. They were the first side out, of course, managed by Kevin Phillips, who never played in an FA Cup final but did play in a semi-final. They will take on Forest Green. Another interesting tie sees Curzon Ashton, now the 6th tier, of course, take on Cambridge. And of course you can see Sutton, who did so well back in 2017, they will host Farnborough. Further ties to look out for over the course of the first round. Well, Hendon or Chippenham, that's 7th tier and 6th tier. Whoever wins the replay will take on Lincoln, who got to the quarterfinals, of course, not so long ago. Hereford, now a 6th tier side, will take on Portsmouth, who, of course, were the 2008 winners. And Buxton against Merthyr, another one to look out for. Elsewhere, in the first round draw, some further intriguing ties to bring you, including one right at the